Today's Wake Up Epic is surrender and your core. Surrender is exhale, ah. It's a very, very yin move. Bend your knees as comfortable as you need to be for your low back. And a big breath out like a sigh, like an exhale you do when you come home from a long day, or in Shavasana in a yoga class. Just settling in. Big breath in and surrender out. When I started hearing let go in yoga classes, like, how do I do that? Exhale, ah. Surrender, let go. So this movement is the choice to let something go, to not be attached to it, to let something die so that you get to move on. There's grace and gratitude in exhale, ah. There's a certain surrender that emboldens courage. We're sacrificing a sense of self to a degree. You know, anytime we want to change, there's some level of everything that I thought I was. Maybe that's not who I really am. When we can make that kind of a choice, change becomes so much more readily available. So here we go. What are you surrendering? Where is your humility and humbleness a gift? What courage are you seeking that requires you to let go of something? What is there from the past or your expectations of the future that is time to let go? What would you need to surrender to wake up epic? There's a nice hanging out at the bottom of the breath at the exhale. So let's do that one last time and just hang out in the space of no breathing for just a few seconds. Okay, really well done. That surrender choice and the invitation to let go will continue to ripple out all day long and for many days. So please acknowledge it when you notice it. Now let's move into our core. The first piece of the core that we're doing today is to engage. So squeeze your stomach and then hit yourself. It should feel like you're Jean-Claude Van Damme getting ready for a coconut to land on you, if you remember those old movies. So it's a strong engagement. Now it's not a tightness of your face, because you still, I can obviously still speak here. But there's an engagement, a bracing for impact. Okay? Now, once you've got that in place, you can hold it even as you breathe. So what we're going to do next is to lean back. Just to lean back. This should engage. And then to lean forward with your nose. You might need to bend your knees and hips a little bit. Lean back. Lean forward. So your core is really everything from your hips to your shoulders. This is going to engage the front. This is going to engage the back. Otherwise, there's no spinal movement. So you're not rounding your spine in any way right now. Just leaning forward and leaning back. And for the most part, maintain your balance. A little bit robotic, but you should feel the engagement. Your head goes forward, back engages. Head goes back, front engages. Now, let's go sideways. This is still very turned on, so no spinal side flexion right now. Just lean your head and notice what engages. So you're actively bracing, and you can lift the leg if you need to, just to see How can you lean a little more and a little more, but no spinal flexion right now. Just be aware of what's engaging. Excellent day. Okay, good. Finally, let that go. Now, we're going to do a similar move, but with spinal flexion. So allow your spine to flex and allow your spine to extend. Flexion, you probably need to bend your knees and hips, and spinal extension, which includes the chin coming up into cervical extension. Rounding, extending is similar to cat and cow if you were doing this with your hands on the ground in a yoga class. Next, side flexion. So allow your head to go, but see how much will these ribs open, and these ribs will close and then go the other direction. So yeah, it's a stretch, but the muscles that are stretching, the reason in this case that they're stretching is they're holding you from falling. So it's a strengthening move at their end range when they're long, which is really important part of your range of motion to strengthen. So head, you may feel this in the neck too. Those are the cervical side flexors that are resisting. Okay, great. Last move that we didn't do with a stiff core is a soft core rotation. So for the most part, knees and hips don't move too much, but you're going to drive it with your shoulders a bit. Tomorrow's video and Wake Up Epic is about shoulders. Add the head, so you're going to look behind you. So certain core muscles are driving the move, and then others have to release to let you rotate. Okay, great job. Well, let's put this together now. So back to a stiff core, slightly engaged. Flex the spine, extend the spine, but you're strong. You're on. Flex, extend. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Engage core, spinal side extension, add the head. Again, if there's any pain, make the movement smaller, but there's a gentle onness and control that's happening. As an athlete or with more vigorous movements, we want a light bracing oftentimes. It keeps you present, but also keeps you a little bit safer. If you're strengthening core, then you definitely want to be playing with that. We'll be doing some of those in the upcoming Wake Up Epic videos. Finally, slightly stiff, rotation, rotation. Just go 3, 2, 1. Our final core move is now going to invert. So the way this looks is you exhale completely and then suck in your belly without breathing. It looks like this. So once you've done that breath out, I want you to feel the superficial part of your diaphragm. Exhale. One more. That mini massage to your diaphragm and your lower abdominals while they're under some tension should just feel really, really good, and it'll give you a lot of stimulus and awakening. With that in mind, let's take our silence. So bring your hands to your belly, close your eyes, and just feel what you have achieved and what you stimulated. Open your eyes. Good job. Thanks for waking up, Epic. Move your body around a little bit. So today was about surrender and your core. So pay attention because those ripple effects are there for you to notice. So acknowledge them. And in the comments, let us know, what are you noticing? What are you excited about? How's your belly feeling today? I'll see you in the next Wake Up Epic. Have a great day.